kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Hey, move the team.
Check back 47.
Yeah. Good, good.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line. Back lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Kill.
So that'll back him up 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's get off the field. Check three. Rush in. 21. Bang. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
following the penalty, it's Kamara. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll set them back 5.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 57. Come on. Come on. You better bring it. Switch. Kill. Crunch. Check. Fresno. Hey, kill. Check.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Lockett.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
12. Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You. Watch the whip.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Waiting. Mike 47. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Look for signals.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the run, watch the run. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. And Myers able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready? You're waiting. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Breeze.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike 47. Go, go, go. One fluff, one fluff. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, let's get down. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And out across midfield down to the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Breeze now. And his pass is intercepted for the